Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Brandy and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my favorite homemade salsa. This recipe is super quick and easy and I promise it will be better than any salsa that you find in the store. So first let me show you what we need and then we'll put it all together. Okay, so really just a few ingredients here. First we have a can of diced fire roasted tomatoes, 1 jalapeno, you can add more if you want it spicier. I'm gonna use probably about 6 cloves of garlic because I like a lot of garlic, but you can adjust that to your taste. I have here some already diced white onion. I am not gonna use all of this, maybe about 1/8 of a cup or so. And then just for flavor, a little bit of cumin and some salt. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, because I don't want raw jalapeno and garlic in my salsa, I'm gonna take the cloves that I need off of here and just leave them in the paper for now. I'm also gonna take this jalapeno just as it is, throw them in a pot of boiling water for about 20 minutes, and then after that, I'll show you what we do and then throw it all together. All right, here we go. Garlic and jalapenos in the pot. We'll give it about 20 minutes. I will flip the jalapeno over a couple of times just to make sure that it cooks evenly. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. You can see everything is nice and cooked here. I went ahead and drained out the water, and I'm gonna put a lid on this just to help it steam a little bit. This will make the skins easier to remove here in a minute. I'm gonna let it cool down for just a few minutes, move it here off of the hot burner. And then as soon as it is cool enough to handle, I will show you what we do next. Okay, we are back. This has mostly cooled off, and if you can tell, the jalapeno has got a little bit shriveled. That should make it a little bit easier to peel. So what I'm gonna do here, I like to just hold this up, take a knife. It's soft enough to kind of stab it through. And then just let some of the liquid drip out. And this is why we let it cool off. I'm just kind of like pinching at the skin to help get the skin off. If a little bit stays behind, that's fine. I just like to remove the skin, so don't worry if it doesn't want to come off. All right, that came off pretty easily. I'm gonna leave the seeds in mine. I'm just gonna take the little stem off the top here. And I'm gonna set it on this cutting board. Let me rearrange just a little bit. There we go. Okay, and the garlic, like I said, it was still in the paper when I put it in the pot to boil. That just keeps it from disintegrating and falling apart too much. I'm just gonna peel these and it'll just take a minute. And you'll notice some of them may come out of the paper on their own, and that is perfectly fine. And here we are. Even though I am going to put all of this in the blender, I do like to chop it up just a little bit to give it a head start. So nothing fancy, just giving these kind of a rough chop here. And the garlic too. Wash my hands and we are almost done. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed the rest of my ingredients so we can start throwing everything in the blender. It is really quick after this. I'm gonna open my tomatoes. Remember, I'm using fire roasted tomatoes. I am gonna drain these. Now we are ready. I'm gonna start by only adding about half of this can in. I do that again so it stays just a little bit chunkier than it would otherwise if you blended all of it. Okay, so half of the can of tomatoes, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in all of the garlic and jalapeno. And do just a pinch of salt to taste. I tend to make this a little bit less salty because I'm usually eating it with something salty like tortilla chips, so you don't wanna overdo it, just a little bit. All right. And the secret ingredient, the cumin. The trick here is to not put too much. You want just like the teeniest, tiniest little bit. You don't want it to taste like cumin, you just want it to taste a little bit smoky. Let me see if I can show you here. Do you see maybe see like just that little, I don't even know how much that is. Maybe like 1/8 of a teaspoon, maybe even just a little bit less. It doesn't take very much, but it just adds a little something something. Okay, we have not added the onion yet. That will come at the end because I don't want it to be too pulverized. So we'll just turn this on. And you can do this in a blender or a food processor, either one will work. I'm gonna go ahead and pulse this about 5 or 6 times. Shake that up there. All right. And then I'm gonna add in the rest of the tomatoes. Ooh, be careful not to inhale it, that jalapeno is strong. Okay, the onion, since this onion is raw, it is gonna be pretty strong. I don't cook it because I do like the raw onion flavor, but just be mindful of how much you put in. I use probably like, I don't know, this much, maybe that much more. It's probably around 1/8 of a cup. I don't know. Let me show you. It's that much, about just enough to kind of cover the top. And I think that's all you need. Of course, feel free to add more if you really like onion. You can use green onion if that's what you like. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit more, because why not? Okay, so there we go with the onion. And just give it a few more pulses. And that's it. I'm just gonna throw this into a jar real quick. And that's really all there is to it. It is best if you can let it sit a day or so and let the flavors come together. But yeah, let me do that and then we will have a taste test. All right, so there we have it. I have put the salsa in a jar. Doesn't it look pretty? Just quick side note, this is not like a canning approved recipe. I'm not putting it in the mason jar for long-term storage, so don't do that. I'm just gonna pop a little lid on it, throw it in the fridge for about a week. This is a 1 pint or a 16-ounce jar, so that's how much it makes. I don't think I said that before. All right, I've got some chips here from the AGV bakery. So let's just give it this little tasty taste. Ooh, that one's got a little kick. Very good, nice and spicy because I did leave all the seeds and everything in the jalapeno. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that you try this recipe. If you do, please let me know how it goes and I will see you next time. Bye.